Hello and welcome to what is episode 5 of our class mission 327% XP boosted run through. In the last episode we finished up Terrace and we're on to Nar Shaddaa. So let's get our timer running and we will move forward. So we're going to do a little bit of mission cleanup here. So we'll go ahead and clean out these. We were using these just to fast travel around Terrace. We'll turn on Nar Shaddaa, get our traveling in, and our goal is to try to get through a planet per episode, but we are going to stick to the half-hour timer. So we will see if it is doable. All right, Nar Shaddaa, it looks like, has 5 class missions, so I'm not sure if we can pull that off. But off we go. Okay, so we'll get through this section as fast as we can. And time to head down to the planet. Now, the Jonas, our contact, I believe is in the cantina. And I'm not sure if we have a travel point unlocked in the cantina from the very start or not. We will see. That could speed us up a little bit. The advantage of doing just the class missions is you can skip over a lot of the existing traveling. Now, a lot of these you can actually travel out of here, but evidently in this one you cannot. So we're going to have to make a run through the spaceport, at least until our quick travel kicks in. Now we are going to have to, so that purple mission there is the planet story. And again, we're skipping everything. If it's not class story, we're skipping it. So. Now on Terrace, you could quick travel outside of your... Oh, nope, we don't have any of them unlocked, so we are going to have to go ahead and speeder travel. That's okay. So let's go to... the cantina's on the lower levels, so this is one of the concerns of the speed that we're doing this is... We are going to have to do these travel sequences, especially on Nar Shaddaa. You end up, much like Coruscant, these long speeder runs in order to get to different areas. But hopefully it won't be too bad. Alright, so there is a lore object over here. Since we're here anyway, go ahead and grab that for the XP that it provides. What's it going to give us? Was barely worth it, 353. So I'm not sure if that one is just not scaling correctly. Terrace, we were getting thousands for lore objects. There's another one in here, so just to kind of test to see. We'll grab... Should be a hut lore object here somewhere. I think it's on the other side. Let's see what this one gives us. We'll also jump down. Yeah, well, as we go to the cantina, we should get that. Oh, what did that give us? Well, there was a codex entry that gave us 8,000 for that, so that's pretty good. Alright, that is most of the stuff. What are we getting for these? 6,000? Okay. Probably worth at least driving around here a little bit. We'll jump up here. There's 2 up here. Try not to go too far out of my way. Getting exploration experience, but we do have a 30% boost. For the time it takes, I think it's probably worth it. Would I drive across the whole planet to do it? No. But if it's already at least somewhat on our way. So that one we got a couple of things. Yeah, that's the 353, so. Not sure, sometimes some of them give us really, really good. Some of them are not as good. Okay, so we got the 6,000 for actually going there, the exploration experience. So that was just a bonus for the codec entry. Oh, did I take a wrong turn? I think I took a wrong turn. Yep, we were a door off. Let's slide up here a little bit into the cantina. The disadvantage of driving with your map on. You can sometimes miss some things. All right. Into the green door we go. So we are 5 minutes into Nar Shaddaa, and I've done nothing but travel and look at exploration experience. Not sure if that's the pace we want to be on. All right. So we'll quick travel out to the speeder. Unfortunately, we are going to have to speeder travel to the areas because we haven't unlocked the quick travel points yet. So let's do a little bit of a timing on this one. So we are at 6:23. Oops, I missed it. 6:25. Okay, so while we're doing this, can't remember if I did the explanation, but where do we get our 327% armor bonus? If you've watched the other episodes, you've heard this, but we have 100% for our normal XP. Then we are in a double XP event, so that's another 100%. My armor that I'm wearing was a gift from, I think, the Dark vs. Light event, so that's another 50%. We have a 25% consumable that gives us 25%. My guild has a 15% boost for being the guild size, and they are also currently running a 7% ship XP bonus. And then the last bit is only for class and exploration missions, but that is a 30% gain there. So you add all that together and it's 327. Now, I was doing some calculations, at least during the double experience event. It's probably a little bit more than that. There's something that goes a little bit weird with the XP calculations in the double XP event. So I'm waiting for the double XP event to end, and then I want to run some more experiments and see how it calculates. But some of those bonuses, like the armor 50% bonus, it's calculating 50% not off of the double XP, but also not off of the single XP. It's like an average between the two. So I'm collecting a lot of that information, and my plan is to crunch all those numbers and make a video that hopefully explains what's going on in the double XP with all of the other boosts. I do also want to run those experiments when the double XP is not in place. So for instance, I had a white acute module, and the white acute module actually takes away the event XP, but I'm not sure if it's still impacting the calculations. So hopefully I'm looking to put all that together after the double XP event ends and see. I'll probably do that about the same time that I'm doing all the calculations for which way was faster, what experience rates were happening, and things like that. Something else that I've done that I couldn't find anywhere on the internet was an accurate level by level breakdown of how much XP it takes to get to each level. So I've actually got that all calculated as well. And we will go from there. All right. Where is Jonas? There's the question. So we're just going to go ahead and quick travel back to here. And we'll show, at least on the Narshada and the Coruscant type planets, you can read through the text or listen to the conversation would probably be the smartest thing to do. But if you click on your travel, it will show you where your missions are. So these will light up green or purple. And so evidently we are heading to the red light sector.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
So those calculations are all to come. I'm going to do a wrap-up conclusion video of the 2 runs. I did one run where I have all the same bonuses, perks to XP, and did everything. Story missions, class missions, side missions, heroic missions. Cleared out every single planet just to see how many planets it took to level all the way to 75. And so that series is available. And then this series, like I said, is just the class missions. We're looking at the rates of experience, and then we'll compare the pros and cons. The big con, obviously, for the other one is you're not clearing near as many planets. So if you are trying to collect all of the companions, that becomes a little more difficult. All right, where do we need to go? Right up there. Whereas in the class mission one, we're going to clear a lot of planets, but because we're doing so much less, we're not double dipping in areas as much. You know, a lot of the side missions are designed in such a way that they're in the exact same area you're going to for your class mission. And so from that standpoint, you're there already. Does it take that much more time to do that mission? That's what you have to decide. So now this planet is interesting because, or at least this area, the class mission is all kind of on the story mission for the planet is over here, and our class mission is over here. So little less overlap. You end up down here in Club Euphoria. It's different things like that. All right. Hopefully we can get this one done at our 15-minute mark. Should give us our travel point. Yep. A little bit of combat in these, but not too much. So hopefully we can get through them pretty quick. And we probably, at the 15-minute mark, we will train and check our proficiencies as well. I don't think I've updated those in a little while. There's a group there. So this, again, is one of those that if somebody had come through here before us and already done this mission, would have sped us up a little bit. Although we do pick up a little bit of XP for fighting. I would say that's another one of the biggest differences I'm feeling in this version versus the Clear the Planet version. A lot more combat in that other version. So all the XP you're going to gain there. Now the plus side is rest XP is actually turned off during the double XP event. So, you know, you don't gain that. Although you're getting the double XP for it because of the double XP event. So it's a kind of a wash. But you don't have to save up your rest XP in order to maximize your combat. Alright, I think we can skip the rest of the guy. Probably not going to skip past this. I was hoping to skip them, but where they're standing, probably not going to happen. Alright, Eric, you fight that guy. We'll kill these guys. See if he beats us. No, we got ours first. Alright. Think this spawns some ads? Yeah. kill these guys real quick. That should align us with our 15-minute mark. Okay. I think that one might be a little bit closer. Might have picked wrong. Let's look and we'll do our analysis. Yeah, you have to come up and around. I think it's a wash either way. Okay, we are at 15 minutes into this episode, so we always try to take stock. We are at 38 for our level with a 111,054 XP towards our next level. All right, let's go ahead and go back. Let's see, inventory. Is there anything we need to equip? We got a new gun. That's nice. We do not put the gear on because the gear would break our XP armor, because that's a set bonus, and without the set bonus you don't get that extra XP. That is a concern that I'm kind of looking at, in that this gear currently has nothing in it, so it's only rated at level 8. That might be something we'll have to upgrade as we get higher up in planets. Let's also take a look at our skill points. We'll go ahead and grab some of this stuff. Grab that one, that one. That one's kind of nice. That also means we are missing some training because I don't have tech override yet. So let's go ahead and grab that as well. Okay, faster speeder piloting. Alright, did I miss tech override? I'm not sure. We'll look at it later. Should be a skill that, since we got the perk for it. Alright. So we will use our travel. Cool. Alright, we're hitting 100,000. That's definitely nice. Meet with... Alright, so we're going to do the same thing. I'm traveling back to the promenade because that's kind of the hub, the direct link to all the areas. And that way you don't have to speeder through it, just to try to save a little bit of time. Alright, so let's go ahead and start this. And we're going to look. Did I miss... It might be a trooper skill. Maybe we just haven't unlocked it yet. Yeah, I don't see it in the list. Okay, must just not have it yet. So yeah, this creates so you can use tech override twice, which is really nice. But I don't think we have it yet. Something we can look up later. Alright, off we go to the purple door down at the bottom. If you were, I think it was on my episode 2 in Coruscant, I couldn't find one of the doors because it was all the way at the bottom of my map and hidden. So a little bit of an embarrassing moment. I was wandering around like, where do I go? This isn't too bad so far. We'll see if we can skirt around these guys. Where are we at level-wise compared to them? We are 25, they are 21, so they probably have a pretty wide aggro radius on us. That wasn't too bad. So if you've never played or are new to high levels on planets, we are actually capped at level 25 for a lot of the calculations on the planet. So we're over leveled for the planet, which is another thing I kind of wanted to test. You know, are the story missions enough, the class story missions enough to keep you within spec of leveling through the planets? So far, absolutely. We are 39, so we are 14 levels ahead of where we need to be. But that also does make it so that combat's easier, you get through things quicker. And I need to do a little more research on it, but I also think there is a bonus that you get as you get higher level. So, for instance, I did an experiment turning in the very first class mission on Ord Mantell. And in the double XP event, that was, I don't know why I looted. I haven't been looting. That was a 2300 XP turn-in. Then I took another brand new character, ran around on Ord Mantell until I hit level 10 before I turned that first class mission in. And that turn-in was like 10,000 experience with everything else being the same. So as you level, there's some kind of a calculation that takes place to increase the XP that you get based off of your level. But I'm not 100% sure what that is. The nice part is we have a quick travel point to that. So that might be another data experiment we do down the line, is try to figure out what that is. All right, we have 10 minutes to clear Nar Shaddaa. Will it be doable? We will see. Trying to remember if there is one more area after this or not. I think so. I think there is this conversation and then one more fight. So I think there's one after this. But 9 minutes, I think we can pull that off. Oh, big buildings are a pain. Outside, at least you can use your speeder. The rocket boost is nice. That allows you to at least partially travel faster inside. Definitely worth the unlock if you don't have that one. I use it a lot. Because I don't think this is the final fight. Nope. I think there's one more after this one. Let's see where it sends us. 102. All right, so let's go ahead and go back. I'm guessing that is probably where we're heading. It is right there. That'll give us our last area, and I think we can pull this off inside of a single episode. This should be the last battle. All right. While we're in travel mode, if you have any tips for fast leveling on your own, feel free to throw them down in the comments. We're always looking to help each other out. I'll put links to my Twitter and Discord down there as well. So if you want to talk SWTOR through that, I've been playing the game since launch, since beta. And so definitely enjoy and play this game a lot. If you have ideas for other mostly data-driven ideas, man, that's a long ways in. Always happy to take those as well. One of the things I do enjoy doing is breaking down game mechanics and trying to figure out what's going on behind the scenes. Hence this video series. All right. Okay, I think the old memories are coming back. So I've played through the stories on each character class all the way through three times, maybe at least twice, because I have my original set of characters and then I've got my dark versus light characters that we played through. Okay, yeah, this is looking somewhat familiar. I think I know where I'm at now. think we're going to get stuck in combat as we hit this last area, because there's a kind of a bridge area that you go around here. And I think one of these guys normally knocks you off your speeder. There we go. But we're pretty close now. It's a weird camera angle. So always happy to hear tips. Now, obviously, there's a lot of different variables. You could level only through PvP. I think that would be very valid way to level relatively quickly. There is a 30% XP boost for PvP as well, so you could gain that. There's a 30% for flashpoints, so I believe a group of us actually leveled an entire set of characters just playing flashpoints together, just for something interesting to do. So probably could do that as well. Arguably, if you're into PvP, that might be the most, I don't want to say fun, but non-grindy, boring way to do this. You know, playing through the same flashpoint over and over and over again, not necessarily everybody's idea of fun. Now, ultimately, the quickest, fastest way to level a character is you can buy a token that will level you up to, I think it's 60, 65, or 70. I think there's some choices on a couple of them. So if you want to skip all this altogether, that is absolutely the quickest way to level. But if you do want to play through, that's fine. Now, I'd necessarily probably wouldn't recommend what I'm doing as a way to level a character. For me, it's more just comparing what the different kinds are like, because I want to know. So it's a data collection exercise. Arguably, though, if you were playing through, you can use it kind of as a gauge of, okay, I do want to play the story, the class story. I've played through all the planets before, so I've seen that content. Can I actually, you know, level and make it? So the double XP events is definitely the best time to do it. Maybe if we get ambitious, we could try this without the double XP event and just see, can you do the same thing with the class story when it's not double XP? That is something we might try. If it's something you're interested in, let us know. It's definitely something I'd be willing to do, although that will take a little bit of time. The nice part about these has been, it has been relatively quick to get through so far. We are, what are we at? We're coming up on 2.5 hours and we're already 40 levels in. Take away the double XP and that's definitely going to be slower. So I'm not saying I won't do it, but if there's interest in it. Okay, this part cracks me up. I'm going to loot him because I can harvest my companion, which I find funny. So what did we get for him? We got 2 bronzium and a plastoid out of our companion, or our future companion. All right, I think that is back on the promenade. And we should be able to get there right as our half-hour time limit hits. So we did Nar Shaddaa in a single episode. Is it downstairs? Yep. Okay. So let's get in here, turn this mission in. And then we have a break from the planets. We actually go out and do a trooper only mission. That's kind of, almost all the classes have just places you go, ships, space stations, things like that, to continue the story. And then We're on to Tatooine. Planets are going to start getting bigger. Alright, 30 seconds left. Okay. Come on. We want the XP. That's a pretty long conversation there. Alright, off to the ship. Which should wrap up Nar Shaddaa. So, we made it. We're a little over, but we're going to go ahead and count it. Let's always turn the wrong way when I come up that ramp.
Lieutenant.
102,000 and a new gun. And a level. Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and pause our timer. We are at the end of 2 hours and 30 minutes. Also the end of Nar Shaddaa. We are level 40 with 108,389 experience towards level 41. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this is somewhat interesting, and please follow us, give us a like and subscribe if you want, and we will see you next time.